Hi, we are Team Devils, and this is our Reminderly app pitch deck. So, our problem is just forgetting important tasks or events or just things in general, and we just need to be reminded of them. A reminder app helps us just to keep track of all those things, and it's incredibly important, at least to my life. And any kind of user is someone who needs any kind of organization, productivity, and efficiency, and just needs help to keep track of anything in their life. And this issue is super important for us specifically since we are students and has a global impact since a lot of people need help just being able to remember things, whether it be appointments or medication or just things in general. Now, it doesn't impact a great deal of people. While there are uh, 7.9 plus billion people on Earth. There are approximately 6.8 billion smartphones, but there may be more than one phone to each person. And there are over 100 million plus people that are active users of reminder apps, specifically only on Apple products. So there are more on other products.
Gotham, and I'm here to talk about the solution. So, the solution that we came up with would have to be a timer app. This would essentially solve some of the problems for the user to effectively manage their time and their task. Our main function is to improve productivity and efficiency for the user. So, this kind of serves as our function and purpose because we'd like to have a software built up from other timer app that already exist, but allow for more personalization and more features that can be integrated into their roles. Again, the software should allow for the users to manage their time according to a certain section, perhaps through repeated timings, whatever they'd like, but we would like to have the options for it. This software would not initially require pay, but may require payment later on. So we decided our revenue would generate from a small fee for a longer subscription, kind of that's general for normal softwares now. The user should be able to log in via the timer and then can alter the input and time of the task. And then the user should be able to start the timer and work on other tasks, work on the task that they've assigned. The technology in this field is growing, and there's always different ways to manage time and increase efficiency. A timer is one of the ways to do so. So we'd like to promote the software through ads or get as much as engagement as we can because this is something as an option that we'd like to integrate into other softwares, such as the Canvas platform. And so this is our visual example. So you'd have our Pomodoro or whatever we want to call it at that point, our task, and then our timer. And this is the part where you can customize it as wherever you want. We might also even have a section at the end. So I'd like to restate the function and the purpose as the whole point of having this is to increase efficiency and productivity. Thank you.
To the more research aspect of our project, first we come up with the competitive analysis, which we're required to do. So, typically, among my research of the companies that consisted, I found either really big name brand companies such as Google, Microsoft, iOS, and then I also found some on the other spectrum, which I didn't hear of for quite some time, to do as TickTick and MetaSafe. To begin, let's start with the bigger name brands right here. As you can see, the Microsoft kind of hits all requirements because they are such a big name brand. They offer a lot of functionality and a lot of capabilities. However, I also think that they're not as creative in their functionality because it's typically just the same thing. What do you have? When do you want to schedule it? Okay, that's done. We send it to you. Things such as iOS might be able to send it to your Mac, your Apple Watch, and your phone simultaneously, which is very cool as far as accessibility goes, which is where we would probably be a little bit behind because we're not able to offer an entire system such as these big name brands. And then you have competitors such as Todoist and TickTick, who just do also the regular reminder app things. They might have a couple cool functionalities like calling, and I know for MetaSafe, obviously that's a medical reminder app. So they'll also be able to track your heartbeats, your blood pressure, everything like that. So that's another cool accessibility thing that is offered. But typically they do it through subscriptions of many kinds. So a normal MetaSafe app might just be a reminder app, and then a premium might be that they actually record your heartbeat throughout the day, depending on your technology that you use, whatever, something along the lines of offering different services based on your subscription level. So, basically, what I found out our two strong suits might be is that Google and Microsoft, while cheap and accessible and cross off most of these features, they are quite boring. They're not as creative as we're hoping to make ours. And same thing with Todoist and TickTick and MetaSafe. While they offer different functionalities and many key things, I think ours would be at an even lower cost than theirs. Our revenue model, essentially, all transactions are obviously done through web API. This can be accessed through a mobile or a desktop. Yeah, probably through an app store via iOS or Android, and or maybe Google Play, something along those lines of using a digital platform to promote our application. Next, we have the transaction cost, basically no money to download. Possibly in the future, maybe we'll do something along the lines of templates and certain features will cost a premium subscription, just like we saw in Todoist and the other apps previously. And that's something to possibly consider. But at the moment, it's going to be pretty much free just because of our lack of, I guess, notability and everything like that with being new. You don't want to overcharge people for something that you're still actively working on. Okay, and the transaction templates could take place whenever a client wants to upgrade. All they have to do is just log on, buy those templates, and then log off. They don't have to wait for a certain time because it's done all digitally, so they should be able to just enter their credit card or debit or PayPal or whatever form of cash transaction they use and simply do it digitally. So it shouldn't take any time at all. And that's kind of how our revenue will go, is mobily pretty much free, unless of course we decide to add that functionality to adding money to templates. And then it'll all take place online whenever and however they really want. Okay, thank you.
Our GTM timer app is for customers, and it's for them timing activities. The reason why is so they can keep up with their schedule. This is done on an interface. How it's done is by having the customer schedule an activity on the interface, and then it will automatically remind them that it's time for that activity. And when is when it's scheduled. For our team, possible target co-founders might consist of hospital executives, like how they want to monopolize on an app that can provide them service at a low rate. School boards, this will help the scheduling for students, teachers, etc. International travel, a new market that can see potentially. Pinterest is also one because it's a big inspiration for the templates. They can appeal to atheistic of products on board. We need special businesses, analysis, and other things to be hired as well.
Hello everyone, so my name is Ibrahim El-Aradi and today I'd like to go over the prototype web pages for our reminder web application. So first we have the welcoming page, which is the opening page, and then we have the calendar, which is they choose the date for their events. Our customers can choose the title for their events and the location, and also they can choose the starts and ends when they want to be reminded of this event and if they want to be repeated or not, and alerts. Also we have the reminders list where the reminders events could be organized on a list for our customers, and also there's different templates that our customers can choose. And then we have the timer, and I'd like to go over the investments. So we are asking for $8,000 to spend as an investment, and these investments should be made around late May to early July, most likely mid-June. Our target is to gain 20 to 100 subscribers and 3 to 4 views on the App Store. We'd like a mentor from ASU Software Engineering Faculty and a business professor. Marketing will be the hardest. And this is how we're gonna spend the money. So marketing, which is very important aspects, will take 25%. Customer acquisitions 40%, partners 15%, legal 10%, and development 10%. Thank you.